Man, I want to tell you guys what, I love it when it's this time of the year. I'm in a tank top, which you'll see here in a second, but it's not cold. It's warm outside. It just feels great. I just love it. So to start this video off really quick, I wanted to show you guys, we actually had Mother's Day at obviously my mother's house. They're about 25 minutes away, but we picked off with the girls some of the lettuce that Miss Ferguson grew, some of this other lettuce here, and ate some of that. So that was pretty cool for the kids to experience growing lettuce and then eating it. Her potato plant continues to do real well, and we've got some other plants down here that I'll probably get wrong. As far as our little contest, wanted to update you. They're all growing in about the same. We talked about how dirt won, right? Remember, dirt was doing really well. Well, we had that natural rain, which happened to be this past week. We had half an inch last night. So these bad boys got plenty of natural rain, and they're all about the same height. Dirt may be a little bit higher, so we'll continue to watch. And again, this is a Jonathan Green dense shade mix. So it is ryegrass, it's Kentucky bluegrass, and fescue. So likely what we're seeing is the ryegrass. We should see the fescue coming up any day now. And then over here, I did put some of it in the lawn, which I'll show you in just a second. So I've got a new pot going. It's not even germinated yet. And the triple threat, look at this, the triple threat that we've been doing for probably 2 weeks or so is just lush and thick and just feels amazing. And it's just been sitting here on the back porch in the sun, but it feels amazing. So real fast before we jump into this video, I did put, here we go, right here, I did put some of this right here, and I did that early because it's in the shade. This is, as you see, even right now the sun's not even hitting it, so it's going to be in the shade. Whether that'll be a good thing or bad, we'll find out. This may completely die out. We may have to do the Jonathan Green dense shade mix right here, so we'll find out. We'll keep you updated on this guy right here. What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another video here in Central North Carolina. I'm feeling very 90s. NWO. That's right, I broke down. Me and my cousins, we loved wrestling growing up, the old WCW days. So I broke down. I need another tank top, so I went black and white, unlike Sting back in the day. Little kitty stuff, right? But thank you for tuning in today. We're going to talk about a brand new product. I don't know if I labeled it on the video as such, but we're going to do that here in a second. But I also, before we go into a brand new product, I want to talk about something I was contemplating and thinking about as I was mowing. So I'm actually going to get the tripod real fast. I want to have a very brief conversation about my thoughts here, get your opinion on this. So I want you to be able to comment below if you think my thinking is correct. And it's something we did last year, and did it make more of a difference than we thought? Let's discuss it really quick. So you know what, brother? I want to talk to all my NWO whites out there. I'm just kidding. I can't do the Hogan voice. Let me pull this down some. Thank you for tuning in. Real quick, as I was mowing the other day, I was thinking about this because I did something last year I'd never done. And as I was mowing, I think it actually helped a lot more than I've given credit for or even discussed about here. And that's talking about the lawn striper. Last year, if you guys recall, about this time, about May, it started getting really hot, really dry. The last 2 Mays of 2021, 2022, Mr. Kevin was saying it was like the 3rd hottest May, I believe, last year. I think it was actually the year before. It's been 2 years now. We've had rain this May. So I think we've had more rain this May than the last 2 Mays, probably combined. But we've had water this May. But the last 2 Mays, it was so dry, it was so hot. We were in the mid to high 80s, maybe 90s for a constant period of time. And I took off the lawn striper from my Honda mower, and as I was mowing and watching just how the lawn striper just lays the grass, that, you know, the tilt of the grass is how we get that light contrast versus the dark contrast, and the sun is a factor, right? So as we talked about, we're in summer, the sun is closest to the earth, blah 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 blah, that the lawn striper is laying the grass down, so we get that tilt and we get that cool visual effect. But as I was thinking about it, I've noticed, and I've not said a whole lot to you guys about it, but I've noticed a little bit of browning of the blades as it gets hot. But it's almost like when we had some overnight water a couple weeks back, I noticed, like, man, is this fungus? Because I've already been applying my azoxystrobin and my propiconazole. So I'm like, I've not said anything because the main lawn looks fine and healthy. But when I've gotten down into the weeds, so to speak, and look down into some of my grass, it looks like there's a little bit of fungus trying to happen. And so anyways, I was wondering, you know, as I'm using this lawn striper and I'm pushing the grass down as I mow, and the striper's running over it, and if I'm cutting it at 4 inches, it's longer, it's laying over, is that trapping moisture under there and causing some fungus? So is it wise for Mr. Ferguson, it's wise to go ahead again and take that lawn striper off, even though the last video I made to you guys on Friday, the lawn, I'm telling you, like, I don't think the camera does it justice. It was popping. I mean, at 1 o'clock when I was filming that section, it was popping. The stripes were just amazing looking. So I hate to lose that. I enjoy striping the lawn and getting people to double take at the lawn and be like, oh my gosh, that looks fake. That looks like carpet. That is amazing. That's fun. I like doing that, especially people who've never seen it before. But at the same time, if the grass isn't healthy and if it's promoting fungus in my lawn, that's more important than looks and visual, you know, looks. So let me know your comments about that below. I don't want to blab on. I know you guys want to see the new product, and I'm anxious to tell you about it here in a second that I've never tried. We're going to talk about it here in a second. We're just going to do a quick overview of it. But let me know below. I want you to comment. Do you think adding the lawn striper promotes the laying down of the grass? Does that promote fungus when it traps moisture, when the dew is there, when it rains and we're striping and we're, you know, burning in our lines? Is that something that, as a veteran, for those that have been in the lawn care business, that are doing it all the time, it's in your lawn, what do you think about that theory? Is that a good theory? Obviously, we want it to air out. We want that moisture to be able to evaporate or to seep into our soil. So is that a theory? I'm wondering, because I may get to a point, once we get in stable 90-degree temperatures, I think it's smart to take the lawn striper off and not put any added stress to my turf and just survive. Surviving is more important than looking good, right? So just let me know what your comments are below, and let me go get the product, because I want to show you something new that you guys, several of you, and even some people that just have stopped by the channel, have told me about. I've started to kind of look into it, and today is the beginning of that, so let's talk about it. So, as I just mentioned, several of you have come by about this time of the year, maybe a little bit sooner, and talked about PGR. And I was like, what the crap are these guys talking about? Plant growth regulators. Well, I've went and bought one, finally. This one's called Promaxis, I believe. If that will focus right. I went with this one because, number one, it's not on GCI's website. I actually went, and the one I was looking at, which I can't even pronounce, I'll put like a slide over here of the one that GCI turf. This is the one that I was looking at, but I was like, man, for a gallon of that, 158 bucks, that is pricey. I don't know. Everybody was talking it up, that it was great, that it greens up your lawn. It also slows down your mowing. So I don't know. We'll have to look into it. But I went with this cheaper. This is, how many ounces is this? I want to say this is just like 8 ounces. Something like that. I don't know. Don't really say. Normally at the bottom, you know, it tells you how many ounces are in here. But there's a word I can't pronounce, but Promaxis. This is a plant growth regulator. And to my understanding, and again, I'll get corrected in the comments, I am new to this. I am not an expert. Please don't take my advice on this. This is something I've never used in my lawn. The lawn that you see has never had plant growth regulator in it, unless it was something that I never even knew about. But this is supposed to slow the growth of your lawn while promoting a green lawn. I believe this had the same traits as the other one I was looking at, but it was cheaper and something I can play with. So this is something I may try to apply. Now, to me, my thinking goes, I'm in North Carolina. The hotter it gets, the less nitrogen that we put down, the slower it's going to grow anyways. So comment below, is it worth even trying this now, or is it best to use these in the spring? I would imagine spring, we may be on the tail end where I can still get away with using this, but I know a lot of guys said it slows down, you don't have to mow as much, it greens up your lawn, it feeds it, it makes it look great. So I don't know a lot about this. I'm going to research this before we do the next video where I actually apply it, or should I apply it? I need to do more homework homework on it. I just got it. I just ordered it. Literally just took it out of the box before I came out here to do this video. So if you know about this specific product, let me know below. All those veterans, all those guys that are smarter than me that have used some of this and been in the lawn care business longer than me, let me know about Promaxis. And you can mention other brands and other types, but really I'm not focused on that right now. This is what I have. This is what I'm going to try out. When is it best to use these? If you guys know, let me know. Or if you can recommend me to who has already tried this and videos about it, let me know, and other people. So if you don't know anything about plant growth regulators, me neither. And I have no problem admitting that, because it's just the truth. I don't know about them. They're new to me. So it's something I want to learn about, something I want to try without damaging my grass, as we was just alluding to with the lawn striper. I don't care so much about looks in summer. I want to survive summer. 2-year-old grass, as we talked about in last Wednesday's video, should have a better chance to survive summer than the new grass of triple threat we planted last September, which has more shallow roots than this GCI turf. So this is what I wanted to show you guys, totally new to it. Leave your comments below. I'm going to read them. I always try to read every single comment and give you that heart, give you that comment if I can. But let me know about Promaxis. If you personally have used it, definitely comment. I want to know. So that's something new to the channel there. So a pretty simple Monday video here. Normally, like I tell you guys, we try to do applications, but I wanted to get this made ahead of time. We got a lot of stuff going on this Saturday. We got Memorial Day coming up soon as well, and I may be out of town. But new product idea about the lawn striper, comment below. I look forward to you guys commenting. Plus, it helps the video get out there. It gets people talking. Your comments are welcome. Give it a thumbs up as well if you enjoy these topics of talking about. We're getting a little bit into more advanced, deeper lawn care type stuff that the Grass Factor talks about in some of these other channels, things that I am trying to, I'm on camera introducing myself to it. I've bought something and now I need to go in and research it before we actually put it in a backpack sprayer and apply it. The only thing I can tell you, if you're curious about this specific one, is I probably have already put up a slide, or will put up a slide about the cost from domyown.com, but it is a 1 ounce per 1,000 square feet in a fescue lawn. It can also be used in a Bermuda grass lawn. So I do know that. I did read that on the label, 1 ounce per 1,000. So let me know your comments below. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you for tuning in today. We'll be back with another video on the Wednesday, and hope you guys have a great week. That's about it. We'll see you next time.